This here is from the Mail Online from May 8th, 2024, and it seems like they're jumping on the train of defending Johnny for low theater turnout in the US for Gene DeBari. I don't have an independent opinion on that. I'm just following what they say. And I'm not super concerned either. As was mentioned by another article, it wasn't meant to be a blockbuster or big ticket generator. It's an artsy film. But they say Johnny Depp's latest movie, Gene DeBari, was not yanked from theaters in its domestic release, insiders say, amid online controversy over independent French language film. They say that Gene DeBari was center of this online controversy. They give some details on it. Okay, that's pretty nice. It opened the Cannes Film Festival. They give some plot details, character details. Fine. Then they say controversy arose when a number of social media posts surfaced in recent days saying that the movie, Depp's first release in the wake of his years-long litigation with ex-wife, you know who, was pulled from US theaters amid paltry box office returns. Some social media users posted purported screenshots of empty theaters with only a seat or two filled for one of showings last week of the latest release from Depp. TMZ reported on Tuesday. That was it. TMZ came out and covered Johnny and they said that, you know what? It was a low run, and it's not even actually true that there were empty theaters. There were some full ones, some less full ones, kind of a mix. So now the Mail Online is jumping to defense too of Johnny, which is kind of a sign that, you know what? I hate to say it and be a broken record, but the tide has turned. Looks like the tide now turned to a lot of media defending Johnny, being positive, and not even mentioning the case so much. They'll mention the case a little bit. They'll throw it in there, but it's a one-liner. They don't say things like Depp mostly won, or they don't throw in the UK case anymore, or not recently. So, all right, progress. They say that insiders with direct knowledge told TMZ that the poor sales were not accurate. They give some details about how it was a limited run. Right, it wasn't like some big countrywide release and things like that. It was very select theaters, very limited. Makes sense. They do say social media feedback has varied as to how packed the theaters were. And they mention as of May 2023, it made 13.8 million. All right. Was hoping for a bit more, but okay. And they quote some people from social media. One person, I'm assuming from X, says, finally got to see Gene DeBari on its last night in US theaters, and I'm so glad I did. They said it was worth the wait. The costumes, scenery, and actors were all mesmerizing. I can attest that's true. I couldn't actually understand the dialogue because it was in French and the subtitles were Japanese, which I can't fully read, only about 10% or 20%, but it looked beautiful. Yeah, I actually forgot it was in French when I went to see it. Long story. One account painted a bleak picture of the movie's performance in its domestic release. Unfortunately, due to low ticket sales, Gene DeBari has already been pulled from most theaters in Los Angeles, a tweet from the account read, which is what they're saying is not true. It wasn't that it was pulled, it was that it had a limited run. And this person says what they're debunking. Gene DeBari has already been pulled from theaters in Los Angeles due to low ticket sales. As TMZ is saying, and now the Mail Online, it's a limited run, not low sales, as to why it ended or why it was low or whatever. And Bebe says, finally got to see Gene DeBari last night. I'm glad I did. Right, she's the one probably from the article back there. And this person here posts on May 4th that there's no showings for May 3rd because it's limited. And this person here says they took this pic after 7 p.m. You can tell, you could look it up for yourself. Gene DeBari is indeed still playing for plenty of theaters in LA. It's the exact same time as it was today. And she says a certain Amber fan, I think many of you know, with a name I probably shouldn't say because it's some drug, is an expert at spreading misinformation. It's real tough these days to know what to say. People aren't saying this certain P word, certain not safe for work videos you might know kids can't watch. I have no idea why people aren't saying this word. It seems like something you could just say, but all right. Bad username anyway. And they feature some more posts that are basically positive, and that's it. So now we've got the Mail Online and TMZ being completely positive, defending Johnny's movie. Yes, they mentioned you know who very briefly, a one liner. It used to be like a paragraph or two about it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Once again, the movie was good. It was an artsy movie. The sets were beautiful. We're done here for now. See you next time.